Hey everyone, Mr. MSA here. This is a lap guide for our Sardegna Road Track A with the Subaru BRZ. Let's get this started. When it comes to this first turn, you want to make sure you go through it smoothly to make sure that you don't lose any grip, which will cost you time. So you're going to start to brake before you reach the orange tip of the wall that is on the right. Brake in a straight line, then start to turn in when the blue surface ends, and carefully transition your way out of braking and into accelerating, and this should give you just enough grip to be able to navigate through this turn without any problem. Now here comes one of the many tricky parts. Start to brake right after you pass the 50-meter sign on the right. Brake in a straight line at full braking power, then start to ease off on the braking, but get your car to the left side of the track as soon as you can, because you'll accelerate for a moment, then start to brake before you start to pass the yellow sign that is on the right. Brake at full power for just a moment, then ease off of the braking, then slowly start to accelerate. Look for the second to last PlayStation sign on the right as you will brake before you reach it. Brake in a straight line at full braking power, then once you start to turn, ease off on the braking. Then start to apply a little bit of throttle, and then when your car is about to start pointing towards the hill off in the distance, that is when you can start to fully accelerate. For this uphill section, you're going to rev the heck out of this car on 4th gear. Try to get really close to the rev limiter, and when you're on top of the hill, you should be able to shift into 5th gear without any problem. Then, start to brake before you reach the 100-meter mark. Brake in a straight line at full braking power, and when you're ready to turn, start to ease off on the braking. This will get the car to rotate a bit more, especially if you have the brake balance set towards the rear of the car. This stop sign on the left is a perfect apex marker, so once you start to pass it and commit your traffic violation, you can start to fully accelerate. Bring yourself in to the right, and right before you start to pass the start of the barrier that is on the right, you're going to do a quick burst of braking. You can also, at the same time, use a tiny bit of throttle to control the weight shifting that's going on with the car on that turn, and then you can start to fully accelerate once you hit the apex. Then start to brake right before you reach the 100-meter mark. Brake in a straight line, and when you start to turn, you want to be a bit more smooth with the transition from the braking into accelerating, because you have a bit more weight shift going on compared to the last hairpin, and then you can start to fully accelerate once your car is fully stabilized. Then try to get a nice clean line right here. Try not to touch the grass at all, and you are good to go. But anyways, that is all for the guide. Hope you found it useful. Non-commentary version is coming up, but this is Mr. MCA wishing you a good race, and I'll see you in the next video.